Hello, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this fisherman's dock slash house. Great for your Minecraft survival world. It's definitely more towards a starter house. It's tiny, but it's very decorative. You're going to need a lot of decorative blocks, and it's a little more advanced, so please, if you have to pause the video at any time, make sure you do that. We're going to go around full 360 before we start the video. And this is in my current Minecraft survival world. It's also good for creative if you're using it to decorate your creative world. Uh, Briefly, I just want to go over, this is where my last building was. I showed you guys that I was working on a sort of a jungle ravine base, and it was going well, but with the new 1.19 update coming out, I decided I wanted to leave and start somewhere fresh, far away. So I gathered up all the stuff out of my chest, which wasn't much because I had just started out, gathered the wheat that I had planted that had finally grown, and pretty much went on my way to find a new area to build at. Now, once you start this build, you're going to want to do it somewhere on a nice flat area of beach or sand, somewhere near the water where you can build the dock out onto. You're going to pick a corner of the water and you're going to go down to about all the way, and then you're going to take your oak logs and build up to block height and then one above, and you go 3 blocks away from that and place one there and one above. So now we're at block height plus 1. We're going to go 3 more blocks away from that, place a block. Next, we're going to go to the left, 3 more blocks away from that one, place a log. And again, over here, and once more over here. So you should have something that looks like a rectangle. And we're going to break the boat so it's not in our way. And again, it's all above 1 block height, keeping it consistent. Now go to one side of this, and we're going to make an L shape. So again, another 3 blocks and place an oak log, as you can see. And then another 3 blocks, place a log. So you should have a 3 by 3 by 3 L shape going on right here. This is the basic shape of the house. Now, once you have more logs, you're going to build 3 oak logs up, 3 oak logs over, 3 oak logs up, and 3 oak logs over. You're going to continue repeating this process all the way around the shape of the L. Just continue it. And once you're done, you should have something that looks roughly like this here. So once you have all your logs placed, you can grab your oak planks, and you're going to place them for your doors and your windows. So for a window, you're going to do 8 oak planks and with a hole in the middle, like so. And for your door, you're going to do 7 oak planks with a hole in the middle and the hole on the bottom middle. And so that's going to be a door. This one right here, this is going to be a window. So we're going to do 8 around just like that. And then if we go over here, this one I think is going to be a window as well. So we're going to do this one as a window as well. So again, 8 here, just using your planks to go all the way around and fill in with 1 hole in between. This one we're going to leave open and do a little patio onto the dock. And if you so choose to, you can remove this wall as well and do this one as a patio as well, or an overhang, just so you can walk right through the building and onto the dock. But for this particular one, I think I'm going to go with just 1 overhang. This wall right here is definitely going to be one with a window. If we go over here, this one right here is definitely going to be a window. And then the wall in the back, it's up to you what you want to do with it. It could be a door, but before we do that, we're going to fill in the floor. We're going to do the whole floor as cobblestone, but as you can see, we have some gaps here. So what we're going to do is we're going to build the basic frame of the door. Again, we're going to have a door in the back, door in the front, but we're going to grab some cobblestone so we can fill in the floor a little bit so we have a rough idea of where we're going to build, as you can see. And so we're just going to quickly grab that cobblestone now while I have you. And we're going to place it on the floor, 1, so we don't fall through, and 2, so we know where we're building. And we're not going to put any extra blocks if we don't have to. So this whole floor interior is going to be filled with cobblestone just like this. But as you can see here, now we have a rough idea of what this is going to look like. We're going to build 1 more out, so for the door. And it should look something like that. Alright, so we're doing well. You should have something that looks like this, and depending on where you want to place your windows or doors, it can vary. It's entirely up to you. This is just my rendition. Now what we're going to do is you're going to take your cobblestone staircases and you're going to place it on the top oak slab with 1 sticking out to the left and the right, like so, covering all the logs. Leave this side completely open, come around to the back, 1 on that, and then 1 over again. And then the corner here, we're going to fill the entire corner in, like so, making sure we have 1 sticking out on that side as well. But you should have something that looks like this so far. And then once you have that, you can go around to the other side, and we're going to do something similar here. Now for this one, it's up to you. You can either fill this in like this, and you can go all the way across like that. So it'll be a little easier for you. Or if you want a more decorative roof, something a little more challenging, which I opted for, you're going to go to the edge and place it on the top. Let me put something down here. Let's put some cobblestone down so I have something to stand on. The edge right here, one away from that cobblestone, oak log pillar, and place it like that. So something that looks exactly like that, so it matches the other side. And then once you have that, you can continue all the way down just flat with the rest of them. Again, sticking out one on the other side as well. Something that looks like this if you want to do the more challenging way. Otherwise, you can just wrap around. Now you're going to go up to the top, because it's going to be the roof, and take full cobblestone blocks, and pretty much just follow the pattern you did with the staircase. Again, everywhere you put a staircase, just one above that in a diagonal form, they're going to be placed in a cobblestone block. Something that looks like this. Again, we're going to go to the other side, fill this part in, following the basic shape. Pretty simple. Yeah, I don't know how to explain that any better than that. Again, now, once you've done that, grab your oak planks again, and fill in right above the oak logs with the oak plank so it's at the same height, and you'll be continuously doing this on your way up to complete this project. And again, once you have that, you're going to go one on top, directly on top of the cobblestone blocks. I'll continuously mess that up throughout the video, don't worry. Same pattern, pretty much wherever you put a cobblestone block, you're going to put a cobblestone staircase right above it, facing inwards like that. And then, again, following the basic shape. And then once more, we're going to go diagonally up one with the cobblestone, and this is going to be your pattern of the roof. It's pretty simple. I think you can get it, again, filling in the planks there, going up one more. And the only challenging part here is when you're at the top, where it finally meets. You're going to place a staircase upside down, facing the last wood block. And then on all three sides here, unless you have two, in which case you do two. And then you're going to grab some cobblestone slabs and just cap it off so you get a nice peaked look and it doesn't look too flat. And you can even get more creative putting staircases here, but I just choose the slab because it just gives it that level look, and it doesn't look uneven in any spots. So you have something that looks like this, and this is it. That now you have the roof completely done. All you have to do is do the trim work underneath. So we're going to go down to any side that is open, like this one right here, and you're going to place an upside down staircase anywhere there's a gap, like so. And it really helps give it that sort of finished look, so it doesn't look so blocky. And I really like it. I think it's more of a medieval style roof where it's very angular. You can even just do a regular roof, but I personally prefer this design. I really do. But once we have that, we're going to do this again. We have an open side over here, so we're going to do this. Add it on all four sides on this one. And then just don't forget to do the third one in the back as well, because we have one back there. Yeah, because you want to make it look nice. But when we come around to the side over here, you can take those extra slabs, and you're going to fill in 4 on each side. Just look like that. And then you can fill this part in. So now we have a slab overhang coming off of the roof. Giving us like a little patio area. So it looks good so far. You could even take your slabs and add it to the front side. I'm going to go out by, I think I'm going to do 2. So we'll try 2, and we'll see how that looks. But you can go about, we can go about 2 blocks away from the front, giving it that little overlap, making it look like a ranch style from the front and a village cottage from the back. I do like how that looks. Or you can just leave it as it is. It's entirely up to you. But it does look a little wacky when you put the slabs like that. So don't forget, the next part is the most important. We're going to be adding some like columns or pillars, if you want to call them. You're going to go to the corner underneath that one, place an oak log like that. Go to the other corner, place an oak log like that. Oh, I missed. Hang on. Oak log. There we go. So it's right directly underneath where the last slab touches. You're going to want to grab, after that, maybe put one in the middle. As you can see here, I'm trying to figure out what looks the best. Since this one is 2 to the right of the door, I'm going to go this one 2 to the right of the door, so that way the spacing in between is not even, but at least the walkway into the house will be even, and it's up to you. And then we're going to go back here. This one has an overhang, and it doesn't look natural, so we're going to go to the corner of this one. I missed again, and just like that. So once you have that done, now we have the basic structure. I want to make sure this looks flush from the side. Now we're going to grab some stone staircases and wooden staircases, and we're going to make it look like they're supporting that overhang there so it looks more natural. As you can see here, I'm going to grab my stone staircases, put one on top of each of the oak logs, grab the oak fence, and oh, sorry, I didn't say staircases, I meant fence, and then the oak fence like that, so it looks like it's progressively getting thinner, and with those different sizes, it adds more of a texturalized detail, and it looks a little more, uh, especially the style, and your building definitely becomes more full of shape. I definitely like how this looks. So it looks like, it's not just floating midair, and it's also not blocky when you're adding the supports. And there's a clear transition between the layers there. Now we're just going to take our extra oak fences, and we're going to place it like that, leaving 3 in the middle in front of the front door. Continue it over here. The problem being is, so we definitely don't want it to look like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, maybe add some more structure to the corner there. So after fooling around, I pretty much just did what we did in the front on the sides of the house, and it just makes it look better, and it gives a better finish to it. It also gives some more texture to that side of the wall. I'm happy with how it turned out. But long story short, grab your fence skates, put them in the front, just so we have a nice protected kind of patio area in front of the house. And then once you're done with that, you can go out to the back, and you can go down and 3 out from the back wall. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you replace the oak logs from the bottom of the water level top. This is a very wood-wise, it's a cost-effective build. And then again, 3 more away from that. I'm going to go all the way up to water height, no matter how deep it is. Just like so. Again, and then we're going to go 3 more. Same style we did with the house, but now we're going to be working on the dock. So you don't have to go as high. You can just go 1 above the water is my recommendation. And then you're pretty much going to build the shape of your dock. All I'm doing here is I'm building the stretch of the dock from the back door out first, and then I'll connect the side here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and build from the water up. So that's how it's going to tie into the side there. And then if you want to, you can either leave it there, or you can connect it towards the side of the house more. It's entirely up to you. You can even just leave it like this if that's all the dock space you want if you're just starting off. But I definitely want to go a little bit further with mine, and I want to go have some dock space to the left of the house there, to work with, and kind of, I also think it looks nice. So we're gonna go 3 more from that side, build up, and we're gonna keep going. So we have a dock that kind of hooks around and touches the land. Again, this video is kind of a tutorial, but it's more to show you the building styles in which I use to create it, while showing you what I'm currently working on. This is all interchangeable. If you want to follow this exactly, feel free. It's up to you. But again, every terrain is different, so trying to copy it exactly how I did, it's going to be a little more difficult, but I just want to make sure you guys understand the building style we're going to go for here. And the little techniques I use to kind of add, that little texture. But once you have the basic shape of the dock done, you're going to build oak slabs in this corner here underneath our little kind of like overhang there. And then we're going to put oak staircases to drop it down to the water level, especially if it's already not at build height. Now that it's touching the water level, we're going to get rid of this here. And we're going to fill in anywhere that the space we just put at the dock is going to be filled in with these oak slabs like so. So like this, we're going to fill all this in, and then we're going to go over here. This all has to get filled in. We're going to place slabs like that. And it all has to get filled in here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is all going to be your dock space, making sure. And then we can even add a staircase to get into that back door there, since that was above. But if it's not above, don't worry about it. Or if that's not even a door, like I said earlier, it's pretty customable. We can just fill all this in with slabs, making sure it's at exact water height. They're pretty much just going to all be waterlogged slabs, but that's all right. We're more here for looks than functionality, and then make sure we're also getting the spaces in between the logs. So a good rule of thumb is connect the logs in the way you want your dock to shape, like so, and then go in after and fill it in. So this is the basic shape I want my dock to be. So you can see here, like I kind of framed it out, and then we're going to frame this out, and then we're going to make it go left here, and fill that in. And then that way, once you're done, all you have to do is simply just fill in the rest of the spaces. You don't have to worry about it, because all that space is going to be oak slabs in between all this. So after fooling around with the design a little bit, I extended the dock on the back here, as well as the left by 1, just giving us some more room. You don't have to go this crazy. I just like to do it. But once you have all the spaces filled in, you're going to go underwater, pick a specific layer, and build oak slabs underneath, connecting the pillars again. This gives it more of a stabilized look. And I know it sounds silly, and it's like it's one of those things where necessarily someone may never see it in your build, but if someone does swim underneath her and be like, wow, they put a lot of effort into this dock here to really make it look like it was an actual dock. And that is the biggest tip of the day, is putting in those few extra minutes of work and a few extra materials for when someone who may not even notice it, goes underneath the water or swims next to it. It looks like an actual dock that's built into the ground. I mean, look at that. Even it just helps. It breaks up the it just doesn't look plain. It looks more advanced now, and it just gives an upgrade to your building. So, if nothing else, I taught you that. Um, Once you're done with that, as you can see here, I'm just dropping oak fences in everywhere. Since I have a little entrance there, I'll leave a gap there and a gap there. This can get filled in because this doesn't need a gap. Over here, we're going to fill all this in. Over here, that's supposed to be a door, so I'm going to open that. I'm going to fill this in. And it's pretty simple. It's whatever you want to make of this is what it is at this point. So all we're going to do here is we're going to try and merge this with our overhang by adding in a little extra one there, and then boom. Perfect. So now it kind of hooks in a little bit better, looks a little nicer. And yeah, and that's the basic form of the dock. You can meddle around with it. You can put torches on top of the logs, buttons on top of the logs. I prefer torches because then it also works as a light source at night, and it looks really good. But this is the basic shape of the dock. This is the back of the dock here. Turned out pretty well. Now, something as simple as adding doors also helps. So we have 2 doors. We have a front door and a back door, so we're going to add those doors. Again, adding another layer for this to be added onto. And if we go around the side here, we should also have our glass as well. But before we do that, we're going to add cobblestone underneath this section of fencing, and probably all around the front, just so it gives it more of a broken up look too, and it doesn't look like it's placed on sand. It looks like it's actually built on purpose. Up to you. Something as simple as adding a cobblestone underneath definitely helps me. Personally, I like the look. Another trick I'm going to teach you guys is adding trapdoors to your corners and flipping them in the up position, adding that little texture. Windows using panes instead of glass blocks always helps, adding some dimension to your builds. Anywhere that looks like it needs a little extra shape, don't forget to add it. Here I'm using upside down staircases and trapdoors to give it an archway look, so it looks like you're walking through an archway coming in and out of the balcony, and it gives it more of an open feel to the room as well, so it's not so closed off in such a small space. You could even have trapdoors to the pillars, but so like that's a bare wall, we'll add a trapdoor, so now it kind of helps a little bit. Go over here, trapdoor. That wall's good. One here, we'll put one there as well, and it just helps break up your flat surfaces. Anything that helps and gives it more texture is just making it look better. If we go over here, everything looks good over here, so we should be good on the trapdoors for now at least. but it looks good. You know, it looks detailed. It looks refined. It looks like someone who knows what they're doing built this. And it's so small inside. Like, this is a lot of work, I understand, for this build, and for it to be this little amount of space inside is crazy. But that's the whole point we're going for. We're going for tiny builds with complex buildings. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna place our furnace. We'll have like a little furnace room outside on the sand there, so we don't have like just that stretch of sand. Let's see. I have a crafting table. We'll put a crafting table in the floor here, I think. Yeah, we'll do a crafting table in the floor. So another tip I can ask or teach you guys: putting a crafting table on the floor helps give design and texture to a floor, especially when you center it, and it's also pretty functional because you can still access the top of the crafting table. So we're gonna take 2 furnaces here, and now we're gonna mess around with this design for a little bit. If I had bricks, I probably would have done bricks, but I didn't. So we're gonna do probably cobblestone stairs and maybe slabs. I don't know. All right, that kind of works there. Um, hmm. This one's stumping me, guys. This one's definitely stumping me. While I wait for that, we'll add another crafting table on the floor here for some reason. While I think. Alrighty, so again, just trying to think of a way to make this. Maybe doing upside down staircases. Getting rid of that first, then doing, or just full blocks. I'm sorry, this is just how my brain works. If you've seen any of my other videos, they're definitely not like this. My tutorial videos are definitely more in-depth. This is more of showing you guys the process. See, oh, that doesn't look bad. I'm okay with that. How does it look from the back, though? It probably looks like ass. Yeah, that looks terrible. That looks terrible. Okay. No, I don't want to... well, maybe we could... No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Doesn't even look like a chimney. I don't like that. Nope. No, I don't like it. Get rid of that one. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this one. Oh, maybe we'll try... Oh, maybe cobblestone fences. Hang on, hang on. Breakthrough. Yep, that's it. Yeah, that looks more like a chimney. And then we'll put those back. Yeah, I like that a lot more. Yeah. Well, let's see how it looks from the back first. Let me see if I can. Yep. That looks a lot more. There's a difference in dimension there. I like that a lot. I do. And just all I did was add some chests inside for myself. This is just how my layout is, because this is my new starter house. So, this is my new base. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to scatter some barrels on the front porch, as well as everywhere else, just to add a little more detail and some more storage hidden everywhere. Because in a tiny space like this, every little bit of storage helps. Every tiny piece of storage. You'd be surprised how often, you run out of storage. So little barrels scattered everywhere is just to dump stuff into is fine. Going around the back here, we'll just go back and underneath here, since this is all dead space right here, another little helpful thing. Anywhere you can fit storage, put storage. Some more barrels there. For when I'm fishing, I can just chuck stuff in there. I don't have to worry about it. Over there we have the furnace. Let's see, where else can I fit barrels? I don't know. I have no idea. This is I'm starting to go crazy here. But yeah, so this is the basic design, the basic shape. At this point, we're just adding little extra details. If you want to stick around, that's fine. Another little extra detail you can do is if you have like sand in front, like I do with mine, we're gonna stick out a little more slabs like that, and then we'll do like a little cobblestone, walk, like a little stone path like this, kind of have it. So it looks like like almost like a stone paver walkway or whatever you want to call it. That just adds to another extra little thing we did to kind of tie it all together. So yeah, so we're looking pretty good. I'm kind of the only thing I can tell you is that this video was just less of a tutorial, more of showing you what I'm doing. I'll mark it as a tutorial because I definitely think that some of these building tricks are useful for someone who doesn't necessarily know how to do it. And the 3x3 rule is kind of like the whole premise of the video. As you can see here, it looks great around the back, around the left side. It's just the little details. You can add little like clay pots and flowers just for those little extra things. And this is going to be the new base I am living out of, or starting over here. I have a lot of projects in the mist coming up, so hopefully you will stay tuned for those, because I am super excited for those. I am. So hopefully it all goes well. This is the walkway coming in. If you want to see more of these types of videos, let me know. There are just basic tutorial videos coming down the pipeline for you guys, as well as maybe some other content coming soon. But this is the base I built for myself in the new 1.19 update, and I'm excited to do some new fun projects with you guys, and I can't wait to get started. So if you enjoy this, please let me know, and yeah, see you in the future.